Hi, this is Rick Savitsky from Chortek. In this video, I'm going to share a practical example of how to use an OKR to track and measure the improvement in applied labor percentage, applied labor efficiency, or the cost of inefficiency for a manufacturer. But first, if you aren't sure what an OKR is, check out my other video. I give an overview explanation. And if you're not sure quite what applied labor is or why it's important, check out my other video where I go through a bit of detail of how it's calculated, why it's important, and how to measure it. In contrast, then, this video is going to talk about, well, what if you're trying to improve it, and how do you actually go about doing that as a team? So in this case, we're going to set an objective. The objective is to improve the applied labor percentage from, say, 70% where we are today, and we want to get it up to a specific value, 82%, and we want to do it by a specific time, by the end of the quarter in this case. So how are we going to measure our progress towards doing it? We can simply measure what's the percentage, but how are we going to do other key results that need to happen to try to influence or maximize the chance that we actually achieve it? So to begin, we're going to measure what matters. That's the name of the book that this kind of OKR theory is based on. Again, check out that other video. We want to measure what really matters. In this case, we want to look at time, applied labor for our direct labor employees, shift by shift, day by day, and we want to do it regularly. We want to measure how we're doing, and we're going to want to focus on anomalies or reasons why we aren't achieving, say, our target of 82%. What's holding back? What are the core root issues? And then talk about that regularly. That's the key here, having visibility. Hey, we're looking at it. We're trying to improve it. We need to do it as a group. But also, we're going to look at, well, what are reasons why we're falling short, and then try to make improvements over time to actually improve the result. Separately, this is kind of a technical matter, but if the accounting team doesn't know it's important to get the accrual done by a certain time of the month in order to look at this measurement regularly, they may have other objectives or maybe on their list to get done, but it doesn't get done until the 15th or the 20th of the month. Well, that's too late. In this case, it's making very clear, hey, accounting team, we need the accrual for payroll done for our direct labor employees so we can clearly see total labor dollars spent versus total labor dollars applied to our production. And again, we're looking at this percentage, and we're trying to get that percentage as high as possible, or our cost of inefficiency as low as possible. So this is a very practical way of measuring. Make sure it's done. Is it getting done on time? If not, hey, what can we do to improve that? We may need an incentive program, or maybe beneficial to put in an incentive program for employees and managers, etc., so that this outcome is achieved. So this is an example of a key result, which could be its own OKR. And that's sometimes the way OKRs work, or they can work well, is that one feeds into another, and a different group of people need to do certain tasks in order for this to get accomplished by the end of August and then piloted in September. In this case, we're just saying, hey, this is what needs to get done, and how are we doing on track or behind, or are we at risk of not achieving the overall objective because we're not getting this done? So again, key result, we have visibility and alignment. And then finally, we're going to track the value, of course. So where are we at the beginning of the period? Where are we today? We can check in with this, pull it from the ERP system or analytics tool if we need to, once a week, once a day, whatever. But we want to see how are we progressing, and are we achieving the 82%? Are we exceeding it? Are we maintaining it? And if we're short, what steps again are we going to take to try to improve it? So it's a simple example. We've got the objective. We have 4 key results, and each one should be clearly written, understandable by the team. And if you look at this, say, well, that wouldn't apply for me. That's okay. Every business is different. Key is, what can you measure? How can you measure progress towards it? And you apply this for your own business. And that's the whole idea of using OKRs. I think it's a great technique, great tool. And if you'd like to learn how we could help you implement it, please reach out to Chortek, like this video, or share it with someone who also might benefit. Thanks a lot. Bye.